Hi guys, today I'm going to show you the quick and easy way to use your Haltech iC-7 dash with some other brands of aftermarket ECUs. In my last video on the iC-7 dash, I walked through how to change the look and the feel of your iC-7 by changing the layout and the colours. And with that update, we got stacks of feedback saying, I love the look of that iC-7 dash, but I don't have a Haltech ECU. Is there any way that I can use the iC-7 with the ECU that I have? And I'm really happy to say that the answer to that question for the most part today is now yes. With the latest update to the ICC software, if you've got a Link ECU, a MoTeC or a Microtech ECU, you can now integrate directly with the Haltech iC-7 dash. I can see it in your faces, you want to know more. So let me walk you through both the software and the physical connection between each of these ECUs and the iC-7. So we'll start first with the software. As always, the first thing you want to do is download the latest version of the ICC software from the downloads page of the Haltech website and install it on your computer. Open the ICC software by double-clicking the ICC logo on your desktop. As you can see, the software opens up to a blank screen. This is what you normally get when you're setting up a new dash configuration. Now click on the Load Defaults icon, and you're presented with a choice of options now. We've got Haltech version 1. This one's actually pretty rare. Haltech customers only need to select this CAN protocol if they're using an older legacy ECU, maybe an E8 or an E11, and if it's on really early firmware. The majority of all of our Haltech customers will still use the Haltech V2 CAN protocol. But you didn't get this far into this video to see Haltech things. Now you've got the option to select CAN protocols from some of our competitor ECUs. You can choose from the Link G4, Microtech, MoTeC M1 series, and the MoTeC Hundred series. That's the M400, 600, and 800 gold box ECUs. And of course, there's OBD2. Now it's worth mentioning here that the OBD2 protocol has not changed in this update. It's still limited to vehicles that communicate their OBD2 data via CAN, and it's still dependent on what the OEM manufacturer chooses to broadcast on this OBD2 CAN protocol. Alright, so a little background on how this all works. When you select the CAN protocol you want to use, the ICC software will load in a set of default pages that have been pre-configured using your selected CAN protocol. Now you've still got all the same flexibility to change channel layouts, colors, button functions, and that sort of thing. However, each layout you create is specific to the CAN protocol that you've got selected. So when you change CAN protocols, you'll start back at the default page layout, or one of your pre-saved layouts for the CAN protocol that you're currently using. Given that some ECU manufacturers require CAN devices that attach to their CAN network have a terminating resistor and some do not, now you've also got the ability to set the inbuilt terminating resistor to on or off in the software. To get to this setting, you go to the dash settings, system, and there's a drop box for setting the terminating resistor on or off now. Now for the most part, the default settings that are loaded when you select load default configuration will set the terminating resistor on or off correctly for the particular ECU type that you have. So that's the software side of things. It's really easy. You just select the CAN protocol that you want. Now, if you do own one of these other ECUs, you probably want to know how to physically connect your iC-7 to your ECU. And we've tried to make that as simple as possible. Every iC-7 dash comes with a 34-pin to 4-pin Deutsch connector that powers up the ECU and provides CAN data. So, to go along with the additional CAN protocols, we've got these 4 additional CAN cables. There's a universal DTM4 to flying lead cable, which has CAN high, CAN low, power and ground, and the CAN pins are pre-terminated with AMP superseal pins. This will be a common choice for MoTeC and some Link G4 ECUs that have CAN communications through the AMP superseal connector at the front. There is this circular M12 5-pin to DTM4 for Link ECUs that have CAN communication through the circular connector on the front of the ECU. There's this cable here that connects Link G4 plug-in ECUs. And finally, one with a MoLex connector that allows you to have direct connection with lots of Microtech ECUs. So that's today's update for our customers out there that have one of these common aftermarket ECUs and want to use the iC-7 display. Actually, that's not true. I've got one more announcement for our Link customers. Haltech WB1 and WB2 wideband controllers will now communicate directly with Link G4 and G4 Plus ECUs via CAN. So not only do you now have choices for your display dash, but you also have choices for your wideband controller. And if you ask me, I think that is choice bro. Anyway, I'm Matt from Haltech, and I'll see you next time.